Hiya. Okay, so I mentioned before that I had extreme social anxiety, and I think this is probably a topic that some of you who have anxiety may want to know about. And I've had it for probably more than 30 years, and only until recent years I was able to really got over the majority of it. Maybe it's probably almost completely gone. I can't think of the last time where it stopped me from doing anything. So to give you a sense of how extreme it was, I used to not be able to even ask a store clerk questions. I had to really force myself to do that, and every time I did that, I start sweating. Another example is when I was in an interview, and I'm a software engineer, and the interviews are pretty intense, like 6 hours back to back to back, and I had to um, solve problems on the whiteboard. And one time, it got so bad that I needed to convert the fraction one half into the decimal, and I stared at it for a couple minutes. My brain was just not working because I had an intense social I had intense social anxiety at that point. And now I do a lot of presentations. I speak to audiences, and I teach people how to do software engineering, and I don't feel that intense anxiety where it stops me from talking or thinking or anything like that. I still get like a bit of anxiety before going into a presentation, and that's totally normal. But when I'm in it, I'm totally myself and talk very freely, and I can communicate pretty effectively during these presentations, even if I haven't prepared all that much. I used to have to prepare for like at least 2 hours, rehearsing the same thing over and over and over, for like a 30-minute presentation. So it's gotten a lot better. And so if you do have intense social anxiety, what I would recommend doing is figure out what is the thing that would provoke some anxiety in you, not anything intense. So, for example, talking to a store clerk. If that gives you anxiety, then that's your starting point. Go and practice talking to a store clerk and ask just anything. Ask about a shirt, ask about, what styles are in this season, or ask about a product, anything. Just practice. So pick something and then go talk to them so that it can bring out that anxiety, and then you come away with it, like you may actually come away with it feeling accomplished after you've done something like that. Because when you do something that is fear provoking and you come out of it finishing that activity, then when I did it, I definitely felt good about it. It was scary, but I felt good about it every time I did it. So I kept practicing that. And every time you do that, you'll get a little bit better and better at it, because the fear is not as intense anymore. Because what happens is when you're forcing yourself to do something like this, your brain starts to open up just a tiny bit each time, so that you can take in a lot more information from your environment, and then you're able to learn something from that activity, because you're forcing yourself to do it. So you kind of open up your brain in that way, and then every time you do more and more of it, you'll learn more and more from those interactions, and then you'll get better and better and better, and then your fear will lessen each time, and then pretty soon talking to a store clerk will not bring up any anxiety at all, that's when you know you can go to the next level, which is maybe doing a presentation. Maybe, I don't know. You'll have to figure out some other, some next level thing to do that still provokes an anxiety response from you. And so you'll need to think a lot about what that would be for you, so that you can go and do that thing. So that's all for now. I will create more videos about social anxiety, from my experience and how I got over each one of them. Let me know if that helps. Leave me a line. Thanks.